invite you to find all four corners of your feet as you allow the feet to receive the support of the earth. And if you close your eyes or just keep your gaze forward and steady, envision an X drawn down into the soles of the feet, so perhaps a line that runs from the outer edge of the pinky toes to the inner edge of the heel, and from the inner edge of the big toe to the outer edge of the heel. So grip down into the earth with those 4 points. As you take a moment and scan the body from the soles of the feet, notice if you're holding any tension anywhere in the body. And tucking the tailbone under, allow the base of the spine to draw down toward the earth beneath you. As you begin to lengthen the spine, and just for a moment, we'll bring the shoulders up by the ears, roll them back, and allow them to release and relax comfortably down away from the ears. You soften the face, slightly tucking the chin as you lengthen through the back of the neck, and allow the crown of the head to extend, to reach toward the sky above. As you guide your awareness to your breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling long and slow. Remembering the qualities of good breath, you want your breath to flow deep, smooth and even, without sound and without pause. Noticing any areas in the body that may feel stuck or uncomfortable. As you exhale, guide your exhalation into those areas, freeing up any stiffness, discomfort. And we'll take this opportunity to notice the thoughts that are running through your mind. Acknowledging the thoughts and then exhaling, letting go of the thoughts. Freeing your mind from any and all distractions. Guiding your awareness to the present moment in time, and that's you standing on your mat, focusing on your breath. Not attaching to our thoughts, not assigning any emotion to our thoughts, just allowing them to be. Taking a nice big breath in, lengthen through the back of the neck, and as you exhale, drop your chin to the chest. You're going to hold and breathe. As you begin to draw half circles with the chin, sweeping the chin from side to side, loosening up any stiffness that may be accumulating in the neck. Dropping the chin to center, pausing for a moment as you lift your head right up. On the next exhale, tilt your head to the left, stretching the whole right side of the neck, and feel free to take the left hand and gently place it over the right ear. You can lengthen the right arm, spread your fingers of your right hand so as to increase the stretch, increase the distance between the right ear and the right shoulder. Bring your head back up to center and tilt over to the other side, right ear to right shoulder. can take the right hand over the left ear, lengthen the left arm, spread the fingers of the left hand. And bring your head right back up to center. Turn your head over to the right, look over the right shoulder, and over to the left, looking over the left shoulder, and back to the right, and over to the left. Bringing your head right back to center, palms up to the sky. Sweep those arms right up overhead. Inhale, palms down, exhale, release down. Nice sweeping movements. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, releasing down. And continuing. Inhaling. And exhale, release down. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the arms up over your head. Allow the arms to be parallel to one another. Arch, look up at the sky. As you bring the palms of the hands together overhead, lower down in prayer position, right to heart center. Relax and breathe. Releasing the arms down to the sides of the body. Separate the feet a little wider than hip width apart as you float the right arm up overhead, lengthen the whole right side of the body, and stretch over to the left side. And lifting the left arm up, stretch over to the right. And right arm up and over. And left arm up and over. And right back to center. We're going to float both arms up overhead, interlace the hands over your head, invert the palms to the sky, reach and stretch. You'll turn the right foot out, left heel will come off the mat, and twist over to the right side, and back to center, and over to the left. And right back to center. Release the arms right down to the sides of the body as you cross your arms at your chest, coming into ragdoll. Soften the legs at the knees. Release all the way down, rounding the spine. Drop the head. Allow the arms to pull away from the chest and make a frame for your head. Rising up slowly, stack your vertebrae one at a time, no need to rush. Right up to standing pose, releasing the arms down to the sides of the body. Relax and breathe. Beautiful. Feet parallel to one another, float the arms up over your head, bend the legs at the knees, sink those hips down. And straighten the legs, bring the arms back down to the sides of the body, and again, float the arms up. Bend the legs at the knees, sink down, and straighten, arms come back down to the sides. And again, floating up. And straighten and release. Prepare to hold chair pose, Utkatasana. Float the arms up overhead. Bend the legs at the knees, hold and breathe. Up overhead and release as you straighten the legs and come back to neutral standing pose. Floating the arms back up overhead, parallel to one another, arch the back. We're going to bring the hands down onto the thighs, bend the legs at the knees, straighten the legs at the knees, bend the legs at the knees, arms float forward. And lift up overhead, arch the back, hands together and down. And repeating the sequence, inhaling, arms parallel to one another, arch back. Place the hands onto the thighs, bend the legs at the knees. Straighten your legs. Bend the legs at the knees as the arms reach out ahead of you. And lift all the way up, inhale. And exhale. last time. Inhale, float the arms up, parallel to one another, arch. Hands onto the thighs, bend the legs at the knees. Straighten the legs. Bring the arms out in front of you, lifting up. Hands together and down to heart center. Relax and breathe. Bring the hands right behind you onto your back, fingertips facing down. Roll your shoulders back. Arching the spine, push the hips forward. Standing back bend. And then lengthen the spine as you come forward. Allowing your spine to be parallel to the earth. Creating a straight line from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Anchoring the low back, lift up, push the hips forward, arching the spine once again, and lengthening, leading with your open heart. And lift all the way up. Coming halfway down. I invite you to place your hands onto your thighs or your shins. Inhale, exhale, release all the way down into forward fold. Relax and breathe. Soften your legs at the knees, rise up slowly. Right up to standing pose, beautiful. Rolling the shoulders back. Resuming mountain pose. Relax and breathe. Coming closer to the front of the mat, bringing your right foot forward, step your left foot back. As you start to bend and straighten the right leg at the knee in preparation for Warrior One. Bend the right leg at the knee, bring the hands to heart center. And as you straighten the legs, squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you, creating a right angle with your arms. And come down, hands to heart center. And straighten and squeeze. And together. And open. Bend the front leg and hold. As you float the arms right up overhead for Warrior One, steadying the gaze, looking straight ahead, picking your target. As you straighten the front leg, bring the hands behind you, interlacing the hands behind you, roll your shoulders back, hinge forward from the hips, angle pose. Anchoring your low back, rising up strong. Float the arms back up over your head and soften the front leg at the knee. Coming back into Warrior One. Release out of the pose. Carefully bring your feet together. Relax and breathe. Repeating the sequence on the opposite side. Step your right foot back. Start to bend and straighten the left leg at the knee. As you bend the front leg, bring the hands to heart center. Straighten the legs, squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. And back to center. Straighten straighten and open. And down. And open. Come down and hold, anchoring the lower half of the body. Float the arms right up overhead. As you straighten the front leg, bringing the hands behind you, interlace the hands behind you, roll your shoulders back and forward from the hips. Once again, lengthening the spine. Rising all the way up. Transitioning back into warrior one. Arms lift up, front leg bends at the knee. As you release out of the pose, carefully bring your feet together. Back into Tadasana, mountain pose. So you can turn to the long edge of the mat and separate your feet. Turn your right foot to the right. Bend the right leg at the knee. Arms come out to either side. Turning your head to the right, gazing over the fingertips of the right hand. Warrior two. Holding and breathing. Straighten your front leg, reaching to the right. Transition into triangle pose. You can keep your gaze up at your left hand or look straight ahead or look down at your foot, aligning your chin with your shoulder. Rising all the way up, left hand onto the back leg for reverse triangle. Lifting the right arm up, arching back. Transitioning back into warrior two. Center, bring the arms up overhead. Turning the left foot out, back into warrior two. Left leg now is going to bend at the knee. Gazing over the fingertips of the left hand. Transitioning into triangle pose. Rising all the way up, reverse triangle, right hand onto the back leg, left arm reaches up. As you transition back into warrior two. Bringing the feet back towards center, hands up to the sky. Release the arms down. Bring them to the hips. Spread-legged forward fold. As you reach, extend the torso forward. You could bring your hands down to the earth in front of you or bring them onto the legs, whichever is best for you. Distance your feet, kick the heels out, releasing all the way down. Soften the legs, the knees, rise up slowly, carefully. Right up to standing. Either walk your feet together, step the feet together. Some of you may want to jump your feet together. Again, whatever's best for you and appropriate for you at the moment. Stepping your feet apart again, turning your toes out. In preparation for goddess pose, sinking the hips down. Arms come out to either side. We're going to straighten the legs, reach those arms up to the sky. Bend the legs at the knees, arms come down. And straighten and reach. And come down. And reach. Come down and hold. Pushing those knees away from you in the same direction as your toes. And release, stretching those arms right up to the sky. Arms come back down to the sides of the body. And bringing the feet together. Relax and breathe. Preparing for tree pose, our balancing posture for today. I'm going to begin on my left foot. I'm going to draw my right foot in, resting the sole of my right foot against my left ankle. The toes can stay on the ground for a beginner tree pose. Hands can come to heart center, or they can lift up overhead. And for those of you that want to challenge yourselves, you can bring your foot to the inner calf or up to the inner thigh. As you steady your gaze, find that point that you're going to stare at. Slowly release all the way down. And whenever you're ready, switching sides. Either drawing the left foot in and remaining here for your tree pose, or bringing the foot up the leg. Remembering that no tree in the forest is identical, so whatever resonates with you today. Slowly out of the pose. Floating the arms up over your head. Bring the hands together overhead. Lower them to heart center. We'll bring the hands down to the earth. Step back onto hands and knees. And slide back into child pose. You can bring your big toes together behind you, open the knees up wide, and release all the way down. Transition onto hands and knees in preparation for cat and cow. As you align the hands right underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, squeeze the air out of the belly, tuck the chin to the chest and draw the tailbone under. And on an inhale, as the belly fills with air, lift the sit bones and lift the chin, dropping the belly down. And continuing, exhaling and inhaling. Working at your own pace, coordinating the breath with the movement of the body. Right back to neutral, spine neutral, table position, extending the left leg behind you. Reach the right arm out in front of you. Bring the hand down and the knee down. Same thing, opposite side. Right leg extends behind you. Left arm out in front of you. Bring the hand down, bring the knee down. Slide back into child pose. Relax and breathe. You may lift up, sit off to one side as you bring your legs out in front of you. Eventually coming to a comfortably seated position, so your legs could be crossed or out in front of you or in a butterfly position. Once again, guiding our awareness back to the breath, back to the sensations in the body. Allowing the lower half of the body to release into the support of the earth. The upper half of the body lengthens, reaches, extends to the sky above. Stretch our legs out in front of us. And bring the soles of the feet together, coming into seated butterfly. Allowing the knees to open up to either side, the feet. The position of your feet will vary. And you can stay seated upright, or if you wish to hinge forward from the hips, softening the arms at the elbows. Extending out over the legs. Again, finding your breath. Allowing the breath to ease any discomfort in the body that's not needed. up, stretch both legs out in front of you. Bringing the right foot up. In preparation for seated spinal twist, the foot could stay to the inside of the thigh. It could cross over to the outside of the thigh. You can tuck your right leg under. Again, 3 different options. You're going to wrap the left arm around the knee, bring the right hand behind you, and twisting to the right. Don't strain your neck. Remembering to breathe, inhaling as you lengthen the spine, exhaling ever so gently into the twist. Guiding your breath deep down into the belly, strengthening your diaphragm, your main muscle of breathing. Slowly releasing back to center. Stretch both legs out, right out in front of you. Repeating on the opposite side. Left foot will come up. Again, you can stay right here. You could cross the foot over. You could tuck the right leg under. Right arm will wrap around the left knee. Left hand comes behind you as you gently twist to the left. Again, there's no need to force any of the movements. And slowly back to center. Stretch your legs right out in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall. Float the arms up over your head. Gently bring the palms of the hands together. On an exhale, come forward. Extend out over the legs. Tap the sides of the feet or the legs. Lift all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, down and forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. And last time, inhale. Prepare to come down and hold. Again, make sure you're not holding any tension where it's not necessary. So I encourage you to soften your arms at the elbows so as not to strain your neck or your shoulders. Inhale, slowly rise up. Float the arms back up over your head. Bring the palms of the hands together and lower to heart center. Place both feet onto the mat. Bend the legs at the knees. Hands right underneath those knees, behind the thighs. Lifting the right foot up and the left foot. And bring your arms out to either side. I encourage you all to smile. And release. Lie down on your back. Completely release and relax the entire body into the support of the earth. If you feel any tension in your neck, gently roll your neck from side to side. And then bring your head back to center. Hug your knees into the chest. As you exhale, release any tension in the low back. And gently rock from side to side, massaging your back. And feel free to circle the knees all around. Hug the knees tightly into the chest as you exhale. Lift the head, draw the face into the knees. Bring the head down. Bring your left foot down. Stretch your right leg up to the sky. You're going to point and flex your right foot. Circle your foot all around. Wiggle your toes. Moving in all directions. Flex the foot, the right foot up to the sky. Stretch the leg. Hold and breathe. As you bend the right leg at the knee, place the right ankle on top of the left thigh and come into your reclining hip stretch, interlacing the hands behind the left thigh. You can lift your left foot off the mat, drawing the left knee into the chest, feeling the stretch, right outer hip. Release, extend the legs out. Place the right foot onto the mat, float the left leg up to the sky, interlace the hands behind the left leg, pointing and flexing the foot. Circling the foot all around. Flex the foot, stretch that leg.
I put street on your shopping list.
Coming into your reclining hip stretch, left ankle on top of the right thigh. Lift the right foot off the mat as you interlace the hands behind the right thigh. Releasing, extending the legs all the way up. Relax and breathe. As you prepare for reclining spinal twist, bringing the arms out to either side, palms facing down if that's appropriate for you, drawing both feet up, tucking the right hip under, allow both knees to gently drop over to the right side. If it's appropriate for you, you can lift your head, turn it left, gazing over the left shoulder. Lifting your knees up to center. Sliding the hips over, tucking the left hip under as both knees fall gently to the left. And if you wish to turn your head to the right. onto your back. Square the hips beneath you and come into reclining butterfly. Bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to open up to either side. You could rest your hands gently onto your pelvis, your lower belly. Lift the knees up, draw them into your chest. Take the hands behind the thighs as you stretch both legs up to the sky. Releasing the hands, slowly lower both legs all the way down, anchoring your low back. Or you can always bend the legs at the knees and place the feet down gently. Once the feet touch the ground, completely relax. And with the arms alongside the body, palms facing down, bend the legs at the knees, place both feet onto the mat, hip distance apart, with the ankles underneath the knees, in preparation for bridge pose. Push the small of your back into the earth, and as the pelvis tilts towards you, lift the hips up as you bring the arms, the shoulders close together beneath the back, pushing the hips up, gently engaging your glute muscles, rooting through the soles of the feet. You tuck the chin so as to lengthen the neck. You're bearing the weight of this posture onto your shoulders, not straining the neck. Slowly releasing all the way down, one vertebra at a time. Once the low back reaches the earth, extend the legs out, completely relax. And you may now prepare for final relaxation. Bringing the arms down alongside the body, palms facing up to the sky if that's appropriate for you. The legs gently part and the feet open up to either side. The body releasing completely into the support of the earth. You're no longer forcing your breath. The mind is calm and is a witness to the body resting and breathing. And as you lie and rest, internally you guide your awareness to the crown of your head. As you relax the entire head, the top of your head, the back of your head, the temples and your forehead. You relax your face, you soften the eyes. Relax your cheeks and nose. You relax your mouth, your teeth, your tongue, your gums and jaw. You relax your neck and your throat. You relax your shoulders, your shoulder joints, your shoulder blades. You relax your arms and your wrists, your hands and your fingers. Guiding your awareness to your chest, relax your lungs and your heart. Relax your rib cage, your back, the sides of your body. You You relax your belly, organs and fluids of the belly. You relax the pelvis and the organs of the pelvis. You relax your hips, your sit bones. And you relax your legs, your upper legs, your knees, your lower legs, ankles, feet, and toes. Gradually begin deepening your breath. As you bring some movement into your body, wiggling the fingers and the toes, the hands and the feet. Feel free to extend the arms up over your head and give yourself a deep stretch from the tips of the toes to the tips of your fingers, reaching and stretching. As you hug the knees into your chest, draw the knees into your chest. Feel free to come onto one side and rest in a fetal position. And then gently rising up into your seated posture, keeping your awareness drawn inward. And bringing your hands together to heart center. Rub the palms of your hands together, creating heat, energy, warmth. As you gently cup the hands over the face, over the eyes. And eventually sliding the hands down the face, parting the fingers, guiding your awareness outward, opening your eyes up to the light. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you.